Hi everybody, this is Jez for PCMech.com, and what I wanted to do today is tell you about a piece of software that I'm hopefully going to be road testing, reviewing and giving you a bit of a how-to on later this week. It's called Dropbox. If you go to their website, it's at getdropbox.com, that's all one word. You'll see what it's about. And I think this is one of the best tools, or organisational tools certainly, to come out of the web since Gmail in terms of free software. I think it really is that good and that polished and that well done. What it is, it's a free piece of software. Go to the website, download the client, install it in the system tray. It's very unobtrusive. Basically, it creates a folder in your My Documents folder, and anything that you copy or move, any file that you move into that folder will automatically be synchronized to the internet. So basically you can access those files from anywhere, any public computer or your work PC. All you need to do is log on to the Dropbox website and you can see all your files there to download them. At the end of the day, when you finish working with them, re-upload them to the Dropbox website. When you get home, the client will automatically download the latest version of that file. If you've ever had problems working with a file at work, many different locations, you might have come across that horrible moment where you realise that you overwrote the most recent version of your file, or you don't have the most recent version either at work or at home. Dropbox eliminates that. There's no need for that to happen anymore, and the best thing is that you don't change your habits as far as saving that file goes. As long as it's in the Dropbox folder on your PC, you know that the latest version is always going to be available to you on the web. The downside to computing in the cloud, which is what that kind of method is called these days, basically remote storage, is that you're never entirely sure how safe that data is going to be. People have had problems with Gmail, losing their emails, things like that. Any free company has very limited obligations to you as a customer. You know, if their servers are going to be down for a few days, then so be it. As a free user, there's very little you can do about that. What Dropbox does is it keeps the security of local storage. If you're offline, you know that those files are still going to be there on your home PC and indeed any other computers that you've synchronized a folder with. That kind of brings me on to the next thing that Dropbox can do, and which I think is kind of almost as good, if not better, than Windows sharing natively. If you create a folder within the Dropbox, I'm going too fast for you, don't worry, this is all going to be explained in the how-to video. But basically you can choose a folder and have that folder shared between a number of different computers, say your family members or different computers that you own. And anything that you copy or save into that folder will automatically be downloaded by the other computers that are also running the Dropbox client. So you know that you've got the latest version of your software. Now that's great for if you, as I say, if you have a number of different PCs, or even if you just want to share like an album of photographs. Your friends, family are going to be updated whenever you add files or update files in that folder, and they're always going to have the latest version of that file. There's also another feature of Dropbox is version tracking. This isn't really one of the main selling points, but I think it's a great addition to it. Basically, if you have a Word document or a spreadsheet that you've been working on for a while, constantly saving that as normal, you don't need to change your habits as a user. You just overwrite the file again and again and again. But what Dropbox does is it keeps a track of each of those changes that you made. So if you decide, say a week later, that you'd quite like to go back to the version of that file a week ago, normally no chance. You've been saving that file as you go along. With Dropbox you can download older versions of that file. Now that's a feature that I haven't seen, certainly in free software, ever before. It's normally a paid solution, so I think that's great. That could be a great help to you guys out there. The downside to Dropbox, well, like Gmail, it's in a beta. Like Gmail, it's a very polished piece of software. Unfortunately, unlike Gmail now, you can't actually sign up. You can't download the client directly. You have to put an email address into the website. If you've been to Get Dropbox already, you'll see there. And they will hopefully, they say that they're getting invitations out to people quite quickly. But what I wanted to do before I went ahead with the how-to was give PCMech readers the chance to try out this software. So I'm giving away 10 free invites. With my account I get 10 free invites. So if you leave a comment to this video on PCMech or on YouTube, I'll try and get those invites out to you so you can give it a try before the how-to video. So yeah, hope to see you then.